Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Georgie and I'm your friendly neighborhood anime and manga fan. I love all things anime, all things manga, and I'm here today to talk about Chainsaw Man chapter 161. So, why did I think about this week's chapter? Honestly, it was a very fun, lighthearted chapter, and also a lot of things that I myself predicted, as well as many other people I saw in the comment section in the previous video. We all kind of got right in what was going to happen, so it wasn't nothing too crazy. Still, it was a big revelation for somebody, specifically Asa. A big shocking moment for her in this chapter that I think is going to pay off later on in the story tremendously. Now, before I go any farther with this week's chapter, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder to make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you guys can be up to date with all my anime and manga, as well as all my Chainsaw Man content that I'll be providing in this channel. It really helps out a lot, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you guys could, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into this week's chapter. So this week's chapter starts off where pretty much we see like the doctors, the ones that were disassembling Denji and cutting him into pieces, and we see pretty much that they're bombarded by Katana Man and the rest of the crew, Asa, Fami, and all of them. And Katana Man's like, hey, listen, don't move and you won't get hurt. If you move, I'm gonna slice you up. So don't do anything, no funny business here, guys. So we see pretty much going forward is that the doctors are like, okay, I don't want no beef. The boxes are right there. Just do whatever you want. And as they're getting the boxes, they're like, wait. When you came in here, you knocked them boxes, right? Man, they were all sorted out. They were all nicely, like, in order. Like, now they're all over the place. It's like, and Asa Yoru, my bad, she's like, okay, well, whatever. And she's like, no, I don't care if we're being hostages or not. You get this, we deserve an apology, all right? Because we organized them all nicely and you ruined them. And I think they go like, oh, my bad, sorry. And they're like, all right, anyway, Yoru's like, okay, all of you guys, all the humans, assemble Chainsaw Man. And we see then they start proceeding to, like, assemble him and why not. And while all that is happening, you see like all of Denji's body pieces like everywhere, which I mean it was very disturbing to say the least. The name of the chapter was called Chainsaw Man Puzzle, and yeah, it makes sense. I mean, they're putting him together. But it was pretty much very disturbing just seeing like all of Denji's bits and pieces like cut into he was like a Lego set. You gotta put him back together. And pretty much as they're doing that, one of them is like, hey, one of them goes like, I found his wiener, man. What do? Do I attach it? And then they're, Katana is like, shove it at his butt. Like, come on, do it. Like, Katana Man, biggest hater, man. My man just, it's so petty. Like, my man is so petty. Like, and you see Yoru like, cut it out. No, assemble him how he's supposed to be, okay? Because she explains that she wants to fight Chainsaw Man at his full potential. Like, he wants to fight him in a fair match. He doesn't want to do no handicap or like he's missing an arm or he's, rearranged in a different way. She wants to fight him at his fullest. And, Katana Man is like, you're so petty. Like, and I'm over here like, bro, you're a petty one too, bro. What? He even says like, you have no game. And she's like, I got game, okay? Like, Katana Man and Yoru, they're funny. Like, their banter is really hilarious. And continuing, we see that pretty much as they're assembling his body, we see that eventually one of them is like, hey, I found a particular box here. But you see that pretty much throughout it all, we know in the entirety of part 1 that, Asa doesn't know that Denji is Chainsaw Man. And come to find out, one of them finds like a box and he's like, hey, it's like, I think it's his head. And you see pretty much it's the guy, the fanboy of the Chainsaw Man fanboy. And we see that pretty much he just goes and like starts like freaking out. I was like, wait, this can't be Chainsaw Man, really? And then, Yoru was just like, hey, human, show me the face. Like, stop playing around, stop messing around. Show me who this person is. And as he opens the box, he seems all shocked. And we eventually see that he's like, wait, Asa, like, are you sure this Chainsaw? Like, show me the box. And as they flip the box, it's like, hey, Asa, isn't this your boyfriend or something? And you see the big reveal where, this guy shows Asa Denji's face. And now, the genie is out of the bottle. For that saying, where pretty much now, there's no secret identity. Like, she knows that pretty much he's been Chainsaw Man this whole time, which I know for sure both Yoru and Asa feel like complete idiots. Because my man literally went up to that iconic scene where Denji's like, I'm Chainsaw Man. And she's like, Baka, like, you idiot. Like, he's been saying this entire time, and it just makes me laugh so much that it's like finally both of them, it's gotten through their head now that they realize like, oh, this is Chainsaw Man. And a thing to note is that once you see the reveal of Denji's head, you see pretty much Asa take over, like Yoru takes the back seat, Asa takes over once again, and you see her just freaking out, like she's just, and I think it's that moment where she realizes like, oh my god, like this entire time, this guy, the guy I love, like, or the two guys I love are the same guy, or I'm messing around, but it's that realization that she's like, oh my god, this entire time, like this guy was Chainsaw Man after all, like I'm such a fool. And I think that it's also, I like to think it's a relief because she's had a crush on both Denji and Chainsaw Man, so now she finds that both of her like crushes are actually one person, so it's like it works out for her, I think. In the long run, you know, now there's no longer a love triangle for her, like, oh, I like Denji, I like Chainsaw Man, because at the end of the day, he's one individual being, so it all works out for her, I think. But pretty much, well, you see her all shocked, like she's like, oh my god, I can't believe it, she's in disbelief. You see pretty much who shows up, the guy with the eye patch, and like you see like everybody stop what you're doing, like, and then you see like them being like a family, and the rest of the crew's like, oh my god, here we go, this guy's back. And it wasn't a big shock who he brought us back up. We all assume, I myself called it. It wasn't a big shocker, I don't think. He comes back, and who does he bring back with him to deal with the rest of everybody, the Katana Man, the Nails, and everybody? He brings Quanxi. Now, Quanxi is going to be a huge factor in this, like, breakout, because she just shows up, she's like, like, because he orders her to kill them all. It's like, She's just like, whatever about it. And the big thing is now is, like, how are they going to, like, beat Quanxi? Like, because she is, I think, in a level above everybody here. At least from what we've seen, I mean, Quanxi was incredible. I mean, in part 1, she, like, Denji couldn't even beat her. Like, nobody genuinely beat her. The only way they lost is because Makima, like, you know, she put a stop to all of them, as well as she was already like injured from the Darkness Devil. So I don't see Katana Man standing a shot. Like, he does not stand like he's getting bodied, like, straight up. Nails, same thing, he's getting bodied. Fami, no shot, unless she reveals like a secret power or something. The only one that I can see is like Yoru, and my speculation, and it would be kind of cool if it does happen, if during this fight she transforms like Denji, like his head, into a chainsaw, and it would be something along the lines like, if you ever seen the first illustration of when they were promoting Chainsaw Man Part 2, you saw pretty much Asa with this like Chainsaw Man that she was wielding, and I think it would be pretty cool if it goes full circle where pretty much she makes Denji like a weapon, or like she transforms Denji's head, like the Chainsaw Man head, and starts using it to like slice things. But that's just like wishful thinking, because at the end of the day, you gotta think, like, Quanxi's, like, I think she's a top tier in the verse, like, straight up, like, out of the people we've seen. I think, at least in part 2, I mean, there's only a few people I might put above her. Maybe, you know, the Falling Devil, maybe, perhaps. Definitely the Death Devil, because that's gonna be the main villain towards the end of the story. But I don't see, like, that many, like, devils that really stand a shot against her, because she's just, like, her speed is insane, and not just that, her skill set, like, she was the strongest living devil hunter, and now she's like a hybrid. And even Kishibe was like we're screwed when, like, and Kishibe is the strongest of the devil hunters. Like, I don't know how they're getting out of this. The only way I can see it is, like I said, if Denji either he helps them out, or if Asa uses Denji, or Asa / Yoru, they use Denji's like head as a weapon or something along those lines, because they gotta get out of there, because they don't stand a single shot. I think that's my opinion on the Quanxi matter. I could also see her just like turning back and like being like, okay, I'll join you, screw this, like, this organization sucks. But yeah, I mean, I thought the one thing that is funny to note is that the eye patch guy, complete fraud. Once again, public safety is in shambles. The public safety stands are in shambles. The stocks are dipping to a low, all-time low. Like, first it was Fumiko, then Yoshida, now this. Like, public safety ain't looking good, bro. I'm sorry, it just ain't looking good. Like, yeah, unless you're a hybrid, you really ain't standing a shot against these people, which is a shame, but it also makes a lot of sense, you know. But yeah, overall, I thought this chapter was fantastic, and I can't wait to see where the story goes from here, because now we're establishing a big fight where it's going to take place of Quanxi versus these the people that are trying to break out Denji. And also, you know, we got to rescue Denji out of there, but we got to make sure that we don't get caught by Quanxi. So a lot of conflict, a lot of fun stuff that it's been unveiling these last couple of chapters. So I'm very much excited to see what happens in next week's chapter. But with all that being said, what did you guys think about this week's chapter? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Did you guys think it was alright? Whatever you guys thought, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Chainsaw Man, as well as more anime and manga content in the near future. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.